Hi everyone, how you doing? I'm Lynette and I wanted to make this video today on how I style my curly hair. And if you go to my channel or if you've been here before, you know I have a lot of videos on my lipo surgery. I have a couple on planning and budgeting, but I haven't done like a hair routine video. I have two Instagrams. One is Miss Linette, just like the channel name, and that Instagram is all about curly hair. So I've been meaning to do this like YouTube video on my curly hair, but I never did it, so I'm gonna do it today. And everything I use today, I'll try to link in my description box. So to begin, of course, you wash and condition your hair. And I'm gonna show you what I use, but everyone's hair is different. I dye my hair light blonde. So I have drier hair and I have to use more protein mask and I have to use more moisturizing conditioners, and that's what works for me. This is what I'm using right now. When I have a lot of buildup and a lot of like maybe mousse and gel in my hair, I like to use this from Sheamoisture. It's clarifying shampoo. It works really well. It's one of my favorites. But the bad thing is when you clarify, you gotta go in there with the mask and the conditioners because this dries your hair out. And sometimes before I wash my hair, I like to use oils like jojoba oil, black castor oil, and this clarifying shampoo works well to take it out. Shampoo I like is this one. This one's from Curlsmith, Curl Quenching Conditioning Wash. And I use this when I don't have a lot of product in my hair and I just want to wash it real quick. And it works good and it's very moisturizing. It leaves your hair really soft. It's not like drying like when you clarify. So after I wash and condition, I detangle it and I use leave-in conditioner. This is what I'm using right now. This is like a wet brush, detangling brush, and it works really well. I make sure that my hair is soaking wet when I do this. Of course, I start in the bottom and I work my way up. It's all detangled because I already did it before I got on the camera. This is my favorite leave-in. It's from Sheamoisture and it's the Strengthen and Restore leave-in conditioner, the Jamaican black castor oil one. Another one that I really like, it's over here. Like if you look at this area over here, I have like a bunch of curly hair products. Let me look for it. So this is from Innocence Beauty. This is one of my favorites too, leave-in conditioners. It leaves my hair really soft and easy to detangle. I put in leave-in conditioner and then I comb it through with a detangling brush, the wet brush, so it's evenly throughout the hair. You don't want like clumps of leave-in conditioner on one side and then one side like with nothing. And after the leave-in conditioner, you make sure your hair is soaking wet still. If you have to re-wet it, you re-wet it. And that's when I add my styling products. So I like to use a curl cream and a gel. Sometimes I use mousse just in the roots for volume, but most of the time it's a curl cream and gel. So I'm gonna go get that. So this is the curl cream I like to use. It's my favorite. It's from Curlsmith. I use a lot of Curlsmith, but Sheamoisture is really good. Innocence Beauty is really good. I like the Dry Bar. They have a curly twist line. I like that. That's pretty good. So you really have to try stuff and see what works for your hair. So I like this one because it has protein. So this is what I use. So I don't use that much. If you see, it's not that much. So I just spread it out through my hair. Try to do it even on both sides. I'm gonna use the wet brush again to evenly distribute this cream all through the hair. So I'm gonna add a little bit of foam today in the roots because when I add foam or mousse, I notice that my hair is bigger and it looks like with more volume, so I like to do that. And I'm gonna use the Curlsmith, like it's the same line as the cream. It's like the protein line. And it says Bouncy Strength Volume Foam. So we're gonna add some of that. This I don't add a lot of. Just some of that in the roots. So that's that. And if you notice your hair drying, like right now I feel my hair like it's getting dry. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I will be in my bathroom usually doing my hair, but since I wanted to record, I think it's more comfortable here. But if you feel it dry, you go to the bathroom, you re-wet it. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, I re-wet it. I'm gonna comb again through it, and I'm gonna add some gel. So my favorite gel is from Curlsmith too. This is like their moisturizing line, and it says Curl Defining Styling Souffle. And I like this one because just with a little bit, you see inside? Just with a little bit, it works on my hair. So I'm gonna add a little bit. Look at how much is in my hand. So you see I'm not lying. I just add just a little bit. I try to split it up between hands and put like the same on each side. By this time, you have all your products in. It should be really slippery, really easy to run your fingers in and really detangled. And that's how you know the curls are gonna come out nice. If it feels hard, crispy, then the curls are not gonna come out nice. However it looks wet is what you're gonna end up with. So the better it looks wet, the nicer it's gonna be. So of course, after I put gel, I go through it again. Okay, so I put in the leave-in conditioner, curl cream, gel, and if you want some mousse in the roots, I combed it through so everything's even. And what I like to do next is I take out, because I like to have like my bangs down, so I just take out my bands. You see I have like a little triangle there. And these I finger curl them. I'll show you what I do. So I just take a little piece. Just wrap it around my finger and just let it fall. And it doesn't look like much, but it dries really nice. They come out really nice. My bangs might be a little long. When I diffuse, I'll check them out, and if they're long, I'll just cut them. So those are the bands, all done. Now to style the hair, I like to use a Demon brush or Be Hairful brush, but honestly, like this one's my favorite. This one, you have to be a little bit careful. It's harder to pull through the hair. So you gotta be really delicate, and this one's a lot easier for me. So we're gonna use the Be Hairful brush. I'm gonna clip these bangs out of the way so I could do my hair. So now, I just gotta do the back, and what I do is, I just take little pieces. I don't have that much hair. My hair was longer, but I cut it. So I don't have that much. If you have more hair, you might have to divide it a little bit better. But what I do is just take a little piece and just comb it through, and that's what it's gonna look like. And I do that to all my hair. So let me do that. And there we go. And I started like doing curly hair since COVID hit, like 2020. Of course, COVID hit and we were all home, and we didn't have to, like, I didn't have to go get my hair done or none of that for work. And I was like, you know what? I know I have curly hair. Let me see how it looks natural. And in the beginning, this is not what I've always done. I did other things, but I found what worked for me. And in the beginning, it was more wavy than curly, but as I did it more, it got curlier, more healthy. The healthier your hair is, the shinier it's gonna look. And like your natural pattern, curl, waves, or whatever it be, is gonna come out. So I like my curly hair now because it's like, it's healthy hair. So let's see how this is looking. Yeah, so that's what I do. It doesn't look like much, but it clumps it together somewhat, and that's what I want. If I have time or I don't feel like diffusing, I will let it air dry. But my favorite way to do it is to diffuse. I find it comes out a lot more like puffy, and the curls are more defined. So, but before I diffuse, I get a microfiber towel. Like, don't use your normal towels. I've seen girls use t-shirts, like 100% cotton t-shirts. And you can use that too, but I just bought a towel, a microfiber towel. I think I got this at Ross for like $5. And what I like to do is get rid of the excess water. So I just could take the microfiber towel, you have all the product in your hair is already like combed out. And I just scrunch it like this and get rid of like all that extra water. Not all of it, but so it's not soaking wet. So that's how I look. So after I dry, you don't have to go crazy, you know, but just so your hair is not soaking wet. And I thought before I wouldn't do it because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna take out all the product I just put. But it's not like that. Your hair still comes out really nice. It takes a shorter time to dry too. So now I'm gonna diffuse my hair and show you the results. I'm probably gonna like time lapse it or speed it up for you, but you're gonna see the results. I'll be right back. Hi, so I'm back. So I'm gonna diffuse it now. Sometimes I do stuff around the house and I let it dry a little bit on its own. If you have time, if you don't, you could just diffuse it real quick. It just depends. I think sometimes when I do this, it comes out better too. What I use to dry my hair is there's a dry bar blower and the diffusers from Dry Bar too. There's like a bunch out there that you could get, but this is what I had when I used to straighten my hair like normally. And when I started doing curly, I just bought the diffuser and just put it together. I'm gonna diffuse on cool, air, and high. And I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna flip over my hair. I'm gonna try not to touch my hair. I don't touch my hair at all after it's styled like this. So I'm just gonna start in the roots with the cool air and just flip it around. I'm gonna get up. You're gonna see me going crazy because you get bored. At least I get bored of just drying my hair like this. But I'm gonna do like the whole process on the video and just speed it up so you can see the end. So let's start. So I wear this every night, and even if in daytime if I'm not doing nothing in the house. So let me take it off. It has like a hard cast to it. That's the gel that I use. Some girls get some oils and like scrunch it out and get rid of this cast. But I like to leave it because I find my curls last longer. So your hair won't break as much. It protects the hair. The curls last a long time when you use a satin or silk pillowcase. So I dye my hair light blonde. I need to dye it right now. I only do my roots, if you see. I do my roots like every 2 months, and then I tone all of it together. But I'm gonna wait because it's summertime and we're going to beaches, we're going to pools. And if you dye your hair, you know that you have to be very careful when you dye it blonder and you go to the pool. So this is what works for me. Like I said, I started this in 2020, and there's a lot of information on YouTube, Google, and Instagram. I had longer hair, but I cut it in layers because I wanted like more volume, and I'm still like growing it out. Let's see, up to now I like it. I do want it longer, but you know how it is. My bangs are a little long, but I'm not gonna trim them. I'm just gonna leave them and just push them to the side. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in my comment section or in my Instagram. If you do it differently, any advice, you could put it there too. Like I said, anything I used today that I really like, I'm gonna put in my description box. So I hope you liked my video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.